He then said that Nintendo will release mobile apps with famous characters in 2016, as opposed to just stuff like Miitomo.
Personally, I am looking forward to seeing F-Zero Picross chiseling Captain Falcon's glorious abs.
I think you're going to be waiting a while.
Yeah, I know. No, but seriously, I've been playing Pokemon Picross a lot lately, and by the way, I will be actually posting a review soon, finally.
I should hope so.
But I hope that Nintendo realizes how much potential Picross has as a mobile game, and specifically as a way to introduce people to their characters, since you can make Picross puzzles out of basically any picture. And since so many of their characters are retro, that means a lot of pixel art that they can draw on for Picross. It's just a perfect combination. And so, I think it's exactly the kind of game they could exploit for mobile devices. And since it's a game that they already were kind of making that already kind of suits those sensibilities, it would stay true to their sort of principle that gameplay should come first.
Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Picross a lot too, actually, lately. And I've kind of been realizing that the 3DS, with stuff like Picross and Pokemon Art Academy, it's kind of becoming more of like a pastime device than just a specifically gaming device. And a lot of those things like Art Academy, like Picross, would make great apps on mobile devices and tablets. And so you're totally right that they could, because those are already what people are using as pastime devices. People aren't using 3DS as pastime device.
Well, and it's funny because I feel like Nintendo, at least in the West, their handhelds were sort of the birthplace of pastime devices. Yeah. So it's a perfect next step for them. Yeah,
totally agreed. And yeah, Picross would be great. All the way with you on that. But I mean, I think there's also a lot more they can do. We joked before about like Endless Runner Mario, about Flappy Kirby. We've talked about like a small little mobile Mario Kart with just the gyro controls. Like there is a lot that they can do, I think, that would be great, really well suited for mobile devices and still highlight their characters in ways that really effectively bring people, back into the Nintendo universe, so to speak.
Right. One other idea that I'd been thinking of was, obviously they wouldn't want to port this game over directly, but some kind of Nintendo Land style take on their IP, not using the Mii's so much and not using the Nintendo Land style, because I don't think that was a very popular style, but taking sort of the gameplay styles that they introduced in those games, inserting the actual characters and aesthetics in place of the Mii characters and the sort of craft yarn aesthetics. And making that sort of an entry point to the gameplay that's suited for mobile devices.
Well, and Nintendo's big on two-screen experiences and things like that. And I just think of like the, what's it called? Like the Jack in the Box collection or something on Steam. It's just it's a bunch of games where you play where, some of it's on the TV and the rest of it's on your smartphone. And you can just, have a big group and have, it's party games and stuff where you use your smartphone as a controller and then you control stuff happening on the TV, usually just like answering trivia questions or things like that. But, you could expand that. I think Nintendo could really utilize the sort of like smartphone to, TV or other device kind of market.
Right, and they've already done stuff like that with like Game & Wario had the drawing game. They had a couple other games that did that really well with the gamepad, and they could totally just move that to smartphones and tablets. And I think that would be really effective. I agree. Hello everybody, thank you for listening to this Nintendo Week clip, NWC. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more highlights and discussion videos from Nintendo Week podcast, or subscribe to us on iTunes for weekly breakdowns of all your Nintendo news, discussion segments on subjects, games, and more, and tons of other features. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow with another NWC.